Hey guys, welcome back to an all-new episode of Conflicts. Today we'll be looking at a smart home security kit. This year is the Xsense Home Security Kit. Now if you guys want to go ahead and check them out, be sure to check out the link down below in the description. And in this episode here, we'll be unboxing it, seeing exactly what this packaging is about, as well as giving it a little test run. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so check it out guys. So this here is our packaging, this here is our box. Kind of showcases it a little bit more in terms of detail. You do get a nice display on the front here, exactly what it comes with. So you do get an alarm base, you get a motion sensor, looks like you also get a remote and some other sensors too. Kind of rotate it about, showcases that there is an app that's both on Google as well as Apple. And then on the back here, it talks about what you do get, which is the base station, the motion sensor, the entry sensor, and a remote control. Alright, so this here's everything that you get. So you have a variety of different pieces to this. So first off, the base station, I have to say, is actually a very futuristic feel to it. I like the design concept of it. And then you have a USB-C port on the back, so this will go ahead and plug directly into the wall outlet. Now it also has a rubber stopper on the bottom, and then it also has the scan QR code to go ahead and connect to your device. Next up, we have our motion sensor. So this here's a standard motion sensor. Looks like we can go ahead and just mount this onto any wall. And then over here, you'll see that there is a spot to go ahead and insert a battery, which is also included. So you don't have to plug this into the wall. And then you have your two different entry sensors. So this will go mount onto the door, and there's like a magnet which will allow it to kind of clip into play. Based on this, if you go ahead and open it, it'll make a sound. If you close it, and it'll kind of notify you that the door is closed. So that is great that they did include two of those. Really like the design of these. These have a very futuristic vibe to it, which I really enjoy. Now it also comes with some quick start guide. You have a sticker for your window to showcase that your house is protected by Xsense. And then you have an accessory package, which includes a remote. So you have your home button, you have your out button, you have an SOS button, and then you have your batteries, as well as a variety of different 3M tape to go ahead and mount them, as well as screws. So that is that in a nutshell. Let's go ahead and start connecting these things next and see what they do. Alright, so we're all set and ready to go. We added our batteries to our units, as well as downloaded the app, and we just created an account. Now we're going to click on add device here, and the first thing we want to do is add our base station. So we want to click and scan our QR code here. There we are. And now we're authenticating. So we can go ahead and label this as a new home. Just call it whatever. It says power on the base, hold this for 10 seconds, flashing green. Operation confirmed, clicking next. And now we're searching it via Bluetooth. All right.
Connecting to Wi-Fi.
It talks! Well, that's a first. Did not realize it would do that. Sweet, so that was pretty simple. Our base station's now connected. All right, we're gonna add a device. We'll add our entry sensor here. Same thing, they want us to scan the QR code, so we're gonna slide this open. And we can rename this flashing blue.
Added.
Finished.
Device added.
Pretty simple. Alright guys, so check it out. We're all set and ready to go. We've officially connected our base to our phone and the app. So right now you do have this blue indicator, which is really cool to see. Now it does work via USB-C. However, if you unplug it, it still works. So I'm assuming it might be like a backup saving memory kind of feature. However, I would just recommend keeping it plugged in. It might have a rechargeable battery too. Anyways, moving on, we have a few different sensors to look at. So the first off one we're going to look at is our entry sensor. So this will go ahead and notify us if any kind of entry is happening. So it works via connecting sensor. So the moment the sensor opens up, it'll notify it via sound as well as a notification on your phone if you go ahead and change the mode. Now I have this one right over here. So if I go ahead and open it up, watch what happens. It will notify me on my app saying open. Now if I close it, it will go to close. Now, if I click on settings here, I can adjust the sound. For instance, if I click on here, I can go put it like 44% and hit tone 1. If I hit OK, now watch what happens. If I open it, it'll make that sound. And if I change it to say tone 2 and hit OK, it'll make that sound. And then if I change it to tone 3, it'll make this sound. And then if I hit notification, change it to tone 4, it'll make this sound, like a water sound. So that's really cool. Now, to kind of give you an idea how loud you can make this thing, watch this. So this is gonna be 100%. That is incredibly loud. So I'm sure you can hear it just about anywhere in the house, which is cool to see. So go ahead and just change that back to, say, like 39%. Now this is fully customizable. You can also go ahead and turn off the LED indicator, so when it does open, it'll flash blue. So that's kind of nice that it does give you that capability. Now moving back here, we also have a second entry sensor, so they do give you two, so you can go ahead and adjust both, which is great based off of your own personal settings. So for instance, if you have one in your bedroom, you don't want it too loud, versus if you have one in the basement, you want to be able to hear it upstairs. So it's kind of up to you on how you want to go ahead and perform that. Now we also have our motion sensor, which is actually detecting motion as we speak, just because I'm standing right in front of it. However, if you're able to mount it somewhere, it'll go ahead and say no motion detected. Now with the motion sensor there, you can go ahead and again program it for a few different variations. For instance, if I hit motion test here, there we go. So it'll start flashing red and that'll indicate that it detected a motion. So with this, I can go ahead and change a few different settings, which includes the notification sounds previously as mentioned with the other ones. But you also have sensor sensitivity, which you can go ahead and increase or decrease the sensitivity, as well as a motion test feature where you can go ahead and make sure that it does work where it's mounted. Now, if I go back here, you can see right now it still says motion detected, but you also have a remote. So the remote thing is pretty cool just because it allows you to go and change between the different modes. So if I click on mode here, you have a disarm mode, a home mode, and an away mode. Now, if I click on home mode here, I can go ahead and confirm and change the different settings based on what I want. And then same with the away. So if I hit home button here on the remote, the LED on here will indicate flashing blue, meaning
Away mode ready. System on.
System is now armed. And then if I hit this here, I can disarm it. And notice on the top of my phone, you'll actually see the notification. And now it was just disarmed. Now you also have an SOS button, which will go ahead and trigger an alarm if you ever needed to. Hopefully you won't. But if I hold that, and I can go ahead and hit cancel. So yes, that is very loud and it does perform its part, which is great to see. And then from there, if I click on history, I can go ahead and get a full readout about everything that's happened based on the day. You can see that right now alarm was triggered just right now. And yeah, you can just kind of mess around with it that way too. So really cool stuff and very interesting aspect. Now you can go ahead and change the rooms and you can go ahead and set things up based on your room liking, in which if you go into the account, you can connect it to Amazon Alexa, where you can go ahead and program it that way too, saying like, hey Alexa, put Accents to away mode. I'm not sure the exact phrase, but kind of gives you an idea. If I go back into the home setting here, if I click on plus, it also shows a Wi-Fi smoke detector as well as another smoke detector. So they do have other accessories, which I'm sure they'll add on more going forward. So yeah, kind of gives you an idea what that's about. Overall, a really cool design concept, and I have to say it's probably one of the most simplest ideas I've seen yet. Usually these things are very complicated and it does take a long time to go and set it up, but this was really easy. Now with that said, if you guys had any questions, feel free to comment down below. Otherwise, thank you again for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Take care now. Bye-bye.